Any man who has a wife is called a husband. That you are a husband doesn't mean you control the home. There are different kinds of husband. In fact, there are 8 kinds of husbands. Do we get into that one now? 8. Number 1, there's the baby husband. The baby husband is not a head, it's a figurehead. His family controls him. The mother tells him what to do to his wife. When he gets angry, he tells the wife, I will report you to my mom. That's a baby husband. It's the in-laws that tell him, the wife, what to do to the wife, how to treat the wife, how to handle the wife. That's a baby husband. I don't know who gave him wife. Your mother controls you. Your wife is shaking because of how you have allowed your family. Your brother, even your brother can embarrass your wife. It doesn't matter. You're a baby husband. There is the wife husband. Wife husband. It depends on the wife. The wife feeds him. The wife clothes him. I thank God for my wife. I thank God for my wife. I thank God for my wife. Thank God. This is my rent. She's the one that paid. I thank God for my wife. This is my children's school fees. She's the one that paid. If I calculate what I'm owing my wife, you'll be surprised. She doesn't bother me. I thank God. Now there are people who God has brought women to their life. God has blessed them. Once in a while, you go through shaking. She supports you. She's there. For the past 10 years, you had no job. She's the one who has been carrying the load. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. That a lie has been in office for a long time doesn't make it the truth. Longevity is not legality. It is wrong. You should provide for your household. 1 Timothy 5:8. See, that does not provide for us. I say he has denied the faith. He has said, I am no more a Christian. So your Christianity, can we get the Message translation? Anyone who neglects to care for his family in need repudiates the faith. That's worse than believing. Just give me all translations you can give me. There's something I'm looking for. Anyone, has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. If God say you are worse than an unbeliever, I don't know what to call you. When God sees a man who can't take care of his family, he says, amplify, if anyone fails to provide for his relatives, especially for those of his own family, he has disowned the faith by failing to accompany it with fruits. He is worse than an unbeliever who performs his obligation in these matters. There is the sex husband. That's the one that only knows about sex. He beats his wife if she says no. He doesn't care. All that she's only a sexual tool. The man is a predator. The sex husband is a predator. There is the money husband. I heard some of the questions and answers they were having during the session. The money husband always gives money, no affection. He always gives money. The wife says, I want to see you. He says, check your account, there's an alert there. But my husband, when are you coming home? Check your account. There's an alert there. There's an alert. When am I seeing you? Say, check your account. My husband, you are coming back. Is it not for the family? 3 weeks. How can a man travel for 3 months? He says he's doing offshore, onshore. Even when they give him a week free, he doesn't come home. 3 months. We are men. Let's talk. Let's all talk as men. How do you do it? You need to teach us. That for 6 months you hold body. Teach us. You know the fast, not be prayer, not be waiting on the Lord. You hold body 6 months. No discharge. Pastor, brother, deacon, businessman, tell us. How do you do that thing? We want to know. Because me, I'm anointed by God, but I've not grown to that level. 6 months, you are not fasting, you are not praying, you are not seeking God. You don't come out something for body. You have somebody else. Why are you looking at me? I'm saying the truth now. Now lie the lie. Money husband. A pastor told me, he said for 1 year he has abstained from his wife. I said, come, let's talk. We sat down. I said, are you fasting? He said, no, it's just a decision. I said, pastor, forget that thing. He said, I said, forget. 1 year. He said, you don't understand. He said, grace. I said, I don't want. Because sex is not just about bodily pleasure, it brings intimacy. It brings intimacy. There are things money cannot do. No matter where you are as a man, if it's a text, send your wife. If it's a call, put to her, how are you? I saw my wife before I came here yesterday. When I still got here, I still called her to check on her again. This morning before I came up here, I still spoke to her. Some of you have been in this conference, you have not called your wife once. And you're in a conference, oh, can you imagine? You're in a conference that should make you love your wife more. Even in the conference, you have not reached her. Is it office you will reach her? If from church you not call your wife, now office you go for call her. And the woman, as far as we are concerned, now she said, are you in the conference? Check your account. You are wondering why it doesn't take too much to please a woman. No, women are the easiest to please. Just be sincere. Because if you are cunning, you are. One of our pastors, I preached it somewhere. One of our pastors started saying, now send his wife a test. He said, I love you. And the wife replied, are you with Papa? Because she knew that's not my husband. He showed me, I laughed and laughed. He said, are you with Papa? In that reply, what do you mean, can't I love you? He said, this is not my husband. Either you're with Papa or somebody stole your phone. I said, call her. So I spoke. I said, he has changed. He said, I said it. The pastor was sick. Very critically sick. He had a problem with his kidney. So they came with the wife and 2 people. While we were praying, the Lord said I should tell the people to go out. They went out. And when I was praying in tongues, and the Lord told me the woman is a witch. Now this is a pastor, a great pastor, the wife. How do you say that? The Lord said she's into witchcraft. She's a witch. I kept on praying, thinking of how do I say this? And when you dilute a message given to you by God, you dilute the potency of fulfillment. When you give a message, God gives you a message and you give it the way it came. In 2-3 minutes, there can be solution. But if you dilute it, 2 months, you still be looking for a solution. So, I said, this is what God told me. The wife started crying. That the husband by now should have even been dead. That she also is even carrying part of the sickness. Why? He said the husband is a good person. But where she belongs to, they have been donating their husbands. Now they pointed her own. This man is too good. She can't let him go. She's even carrying part of the infirmities. There are some men who are so bad. If it was their wives, even before it gets to the man's turn, they will volunteer. General husband. There's the general husband, our husband. General husband is our husband. He has children everywhere. He has kids everywhere. He has wives everywhere. He's our husband. Our husband has no respect for fellowship, have no respect for commitment. He's our husband. There are men, when they are dead, you see children uprooting from different corners. When they were in the north, they had some. They were in the east, they had some. They were in the south, they had some. Our husband is the polygamist. There is the abusive husband. The abusive husband is the husband who beats, who curses, who punishes the wife with money. When the wife makes him angry, he punishes her. He punishes the children. I will not pay your fees. Have you not seen fathers like that? You not seen fathers like that? I will not pay your fees. You will not eat in this house. Never punish your child with food. That are the abusive husband. When you have gone through certain shaking and you have prayed as a man, nothing is working, involve your family. When the wife and the children pick up that prayer before God, when your child picks up a prayer before heaven, the innocence, the spirit of innocence pervades the climate, pervades the atmosphere, attracts the voice of angels. Because one of the strength of angelic attraction is innocence. Fought, being beaten, being victimized. So long as innocent, he attracts angelic assistance. And that's why I tell people, if people gang up against you, do all kinds of things, just make sure you are innocent. It doesn't matter how it goes. You will bounce back. You will rise.